Good morning, folks. This is Naim. I'm Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade, and welcome to our daily update on our YouTube channel, in which we discuss several different markets, including your cryptos, equities, forex, and commodities. Bit of a housekeeping, as always, before we do anything else. Anything which will be discussed cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own financial advisors. And more importantly, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so, because we do discuss quite a lot of useful stuff or juicy stuff on a daily basis. So what exactly is going on with the Turkish lira? Because it is very much dominating the headlines. Folks, remember back in days, the former US President Donald Trump, he always used to talk about how he's going to fire, perhaps, perhaps, I mean, like at the time, there were a lot of conversation that he is likely to fire the Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve chairman, which is the same what is pretty much happened over in Turkey, because President Erdogan has fired the governor because he was keep increasing the interest rate. And at the same time, the former Prime Minister Donald Trump, as I said earlier, he was talking about taking the same action as well, because he didn't like the concept that how the interest rate were going up, or where the interest rate were, and why those interest rates are going down. So there's the same sort of a relative comparison taking place between the two situations. Now, of course, this was an unexpected decision. Now, the opportunity really is, because I think everyone is just taking this one. There's just so much noise into this situation, and I think Turkish lira has dropped so much today that this could be the opportunity for those investors and traders who have been waiting and looking at this situation. What to do is to really go into this trade and perhaps buy, look for those buy zones really with respect to Turkish lira. And as I said, this 20% drop in a currency doesn't really happen, and especially for Turkish lira, it has happened for the first time in nearly 20 years. So for me, Turkish lira against the dollar really remains a buy in the short term, and then over the long term, of course, it is all about the dominant trend, which unfortunately is still skewed to the downside against the Turkish lira. So there are two things that you can do. Either you could buy it now, or either you can sell it into rallies. So both of those opportunities very much designed, and it should be geared towards your own portfolio than anything else. Now, what else is going on in the market? We didn't see much of an action when it comes to Bitcoin over the weekend. We saw, in fact, today, unfortunately, when I look at the 4-hour time frame, that the signal is coming in a bit more bearish. Why? Because the price has dropped below the 50-day simple moving average, and this indicates to me that now perhaps we are likely to see a bit more bearishness in terms of a Bitcoin price, especially if it cannot break above the 50-day simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame. That it is highly likely that we will continue to see more weakness in terms of this particular currency. Now, what else is going on in the market is, of course, the Nasdaq is very much under focus. Remember, last week on the daily time frame, the tech index dropped below the 100-day simple moving average, or the other way, the bulls weren't able to really keep the index above the 100-day simple moving average, and that is a concern now. Of course, we are seeing a little bit of upticks coming in for the last today, and of course on Friday as well. We saw this positive close as well. But what we really kind of need to see is those ones moving back to the upside. And in terms of a stock market, what I'm really seeing is Ryanair, Wizz Air, EasyJet, British Airways, they are all pretty much sliding because of a new coronavirus restrictions or the fear of the fourth coronavirus wave. And pretty much that is really an opportunity, because remember, stocks like Ryanair, they were up so much, they went up so much. So, retracement would be very healthy situation. But again, there's this threat of that, how long these threats will continue to emerge and resurface with respect to different mutants of virus, or the new waves are coming in, and how long it will really take for the airline industry to really see the sort of to see some sort of a recovery, because a large number of these airlines are still very much sitting on a huge amount of debt. And that remains a massive concern. That's all for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and have a good day.